What's up guys, Enders here with an early first impressions of the alpha of Swords of Legends Online. Solo is a tab target theme park MMORPG that's going to be coming out later this summer, so if you're looking for a new MMORPG to try out, this might be the one. It's well polished. So what we know about it is that it's a Chinese MMORPG that's fairly doing okay in China, as far as I can tell. It's running the Havok engine with some, I think, Vision Engine. I believe it's going to be an upgraded to Unreal Engine 4 in the future, and they're doing some things with RTX as well, so they look pretty good so far. I think overall the engine is okay. The physics for some of the hairs and some of the clothing is a bit wonky, but overall I think the game looks good. There is a lot of kind of questing you need to do. There's going to be dungeons, typical sort of tank and spank with some mechanics. Although I like the fact that in the dungeons there are mechanics within the dungeons, not just the bosses, that you have to be aware of. For example, the beginner dungeon has sort of like this poison pool that you can't step on, otherwise you will die. It is a Trinity based system, meaning there is going to be a tank, there's going to be healer and DPS, although there are 6 classes at launch and each class will have 2 specs. So you can create 6 characters if you want. There are no additional slots that you can get, and they're not available from the cash shop either. You can instantly delete characters. There is no gender lock, except I believe a future class called the Fox Mage. That's going to be a gender lock, but every other class should have no gender lock. Each class, like I said, has 2 specs and their own hub world that is unique in style to their class, sort of like a faction area, but it's for your class, so it's going to have its own unique style depending on what class you're playing. Classes on launch are Spellsword, Spearmaster, Bard, Reaper, Summoner, and Berserker, and there's going to be more classes in the future. Right now, already out in China are the Fox Mage, which, if I'm not mistaken, is a lolly class, so yeah, there's that. There's also the Blader. I think it might be called like Warrior or something. And of course Archer, which that's the one I really am very interested in. Looks really cool. In terms of leveling, it's very story heavy. Reminds me a lot of Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn, in the fact that it's just really cinematic heavy. It breaks your gameplay a lot. I don't like that. It just kills your momentum a lot. So you can of course escape and skip the cinematics if you want. The game overall is geared towards party play. The UI seems a little bit convoluted at first, but honestly it's a bit more polished than I was expecting for an alpha. Very few bugs in the alpha that I'd say were like concerning. Obviously there's some like translation issues, some minor bugs, but nothing I'd say was like game breaking for me, at least. They're mostly going to be fixed at launch, even by beta, which I believe is this weekend, beta 1. There's going to be a second beta as well. So in terms of server locations, I know a lot of you were asking me on Discord. For NA, it's going to be East Coast servers. If you want to know, I live in Maryland, and that was a 20 to 30 ping, which is, for me, having East Coast servers on an MMORPG is amazing. It's so hard to find, especially newer games. They don't tend to have servers on the East Coast. We always get left behind. It's usually West Coast, but finally we got one. 20 to 30 ping is pretty good. For EU, you're looking at Germany servers, so depending on where you're living in EU, you can kind of gauge how your ping is going to be from that. I believe Final Fantasy XIV has servers in Germany as well, so if you play in Final Fantasy XIV EU servers, you might have similar ping. Combat overall, like I said, it's tab target, so it's a little slow at first. Reminds me a lot of Final Fantasy, so it speeds up the more skills you get and can combo, so it doesn't feel as slow as it really is if you just slow cast. Each class has a unique finisher move they can do as well, which feels really powerful. It's nice. Gearing up is pretty straightforward. You quest, you do dungeon runs, raid runs to get the best gear that you can get. There doesn't seem to be, as far as I can tell, an enhancement RNG system like you expect from Asian MMOs, so that's good, although I may be mistaken by that. But as far as I can tell, there are no sort of RNG heavy mechanics in this game. Cash Shop is full vanity, so no boosting services whatsoever. Buying an outfit unlocks for all classes of that same gender. So if you like an outfit on your main male class, for example, on your Spearmaster, you can make a bard that's male and it can use the same outfit. That's really nice. Mounts are for all classes as well. So once you buy it, it's for your entire account. There is a wardrobe function that allows you to try out different outfits, even unreleased ones, so you can see what kind of outfit looks like on your character. Really, really well done. One of the best features of this game, to be honest. There's also loyalty points for purchases that get you even more vanity items. The outfits and mounts just look really, really good so far. The game is currently buy to play with no planned monthly subscription, so it's one-time pay only. I think it's 40 euros or $40 for the base or the cheapest bundle you can get right now for pre-order. For now, it seems that the outfits that you get from the pre-order bundles at the higher levels are exclusive, but that may actually change. In terms of monetization, they've said that they're thinking of doing a battle pass for vanity items only, and that seems to be the method for earning money, as well as the vanity shop and the cash shop. So that's good. That's good news if you're very anti-pay to win or any sort of boostings or convenience items. That's basically as best as you can get, vanity only in battle pass. Now, my concern about the game is that it's tab target in 2021. If people are playing Final Fantasy XIV or World of Warcraft, I know a lot of people right now are coming to Final Fantasy from World of Warcraft because they're upset with Blizzard. But with Final Fantasy, the new expansion coming out in November, this could be a good intermediate game to play until the new expansion, if you're just looking for something similar to play while you're waiting for, I think, Endwalker is the new expansion. The other thing that is concerning is, besides people just leaving it after the new Final Fantasy expansion, is the niche genre. I think it's called Xianxia genre. So it's not wuxia like Blade and Soul, it's Xianxia. So closest thing I think would be like high fantasy genre. So that's competing with World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy XIV more than anything in terms of that style. And I just don't see a lot of people being open to that genre in a sort of like mass market environment. World of Warcraft obviously has the pedigree of its legacy, and Final Fantasy has the franchise legacy. So this is kind of, it's gonna be struggling. I think another game that's also very popular is Elder Scrolls Online, but again, that has the legacy of the Elder Scrolls name. So again, it's going to be a little tough to survive, I think, past November. But for now, as a game to play, it seems solid, at least until November comes around, if you are one of those players that plays Final Fantasy and just are looking for something in the meantime to play. Remember, beta is May 21st. So that's this coming week. There's also going to be a second beta as well, and then soon after that, it's going to be the launch of the game. So I think launch is coming up fairly soon, probably looking at like late June, early July, if I'm estimating right. And that's pretty much it for this one, guys. What do you guys think of Swords of Legends Online from what I've told you? Let me know in the comments or over on our community Discord. We're now public and accepting new members, so follow the link, react to the comments to get your member role, and say hello. We're also running the solo closed beta key giveaway on the Discord, so make sure to enter by reacting to the comment if you want to get a chance at trying the game out this weekend. I'll be playing the beta as well this weekend with some friends, since a lot more people are allowed into the beta, so I'll be able to tackle more dungeons and more group related stuff and give you an idea of what that is like in the game in other videos. As always, guys, thanks again for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.